This local sports report is brought to you by Peter Izzio from Izzio Financial Solutions, helping you ensure financial stability for your family or business. Call Peter today for expert advice from an experienced advisor. Call now to book an appointment at 519-576-5410. The Elmira Sugar Kings roster is starting to take shape for the GOJHL season, tentatively scheduled to start on Friday, September 24th. Here is one of the defensemen who will be back in Elmira. He has re-signed with the Sugar Kings, Owen O'Donnell. How much have you missed it, Owen? And what excites you the most about that opening weekend, which is hopefully coming up pretty quickly here?
Well, even just today, it's great to be back at the rink. I miss the boys, and it'll be nice to get back on the ice, working hard at the goals that we'll set early in the year, and I'm sure we'll be working hard to do everything we can with the good group that we're putting together.
What are some of those goals? You know, we got to start thinking about being on the ice. There's going to be a little bit of rust for everybody because we haven't played a competitive hockey game in 16 months almost. But when you start to think about the team, you guys I'm sure have Zoom chats. What do you communicate about, and what are you starting to think about when it comes to the season?
Well, we know we kind of got cut short playing Stratford a couple of years ago, so we want to push really hard to hopefully make it past that point and push towards the Sutherland and a Cherry Cup and do all we can to do that for sure.
What do you remember about that last season? You know, we talk a lot about it getting cut short, but at the end of the day, you guys finished in first place. You had an incredible team. What was the secret sauce for that group? What made that group tick? And does that give you maybe a little bit of momentum for the returning players like yourself going into this season?
I think everyone knew their job and knew their role, and no one was trying to do too much, and everyone was working hard, and everyone got along. We all meshed, and it was just everything was going right.
Let's pause here for a moment and hear from head coach Rob Collins. He had this to say about Owen returning this upcoming season.
What makes him special is his willingness to do whatever it takes, like you had said about team first. It's team first, and you're going to get all of me. That's all I can give. He's very intelligent he knows his lane, and it's not nearly as narrow as he might believe. I think Owen O'Donnell might be one of those breakthrough players this season and might really turn a lot of heads. And he's just a great kid that just does everything the right way. And he's a leader by example who also provides probably the most amount of laughs inside this locker room. So, you know, a glue guy that leads by example and is coachable.
Obviously, excitement to have you back in the lineup this upcoming season. Now you're going into your third year, obviously a bit more of a leadership role. You're a veteran on this team. How do you see yourself contributing to the team's success, Owen?
I'm excited. I'm a defensive player, so hopefully I can do my best to help keep the puck out of the net, and whatever I got to do that, I'll step up and do so.
What's really awesome is seeing your brother Jack also sign here in Elmira. He's also going to have the opportunity to go to Guelph Storm Camp in the OHL. But what's it like to potentially play with your brother? You know, you growing up, obviously there's sibling rivalry and all this kind of stuff. He said he was a pretty good road hockey player compared to you. I'll let you respond to that.
I mean, yeah, he's pretty good. I'm obviously better, but proud of where he's come. It's good that he got drafted to Guelph. We'll see what happens there, but I'd love to play with him if he ends up coming here. It'd be awesome.
What makes him such a special player? Obviously, when you look at Jack, his size is something that comes to mind right away. He's a big physical forward. He can go into those corners. He can win those battles and get the pucks out and into the net and all those various things. You know him best, though. You grew up with him. You saw him develop. You're the older brother. You tell me.
Well, I mean, for his size, he's got pretty good hands, and he's pretty fast for where he's came from. He never used to be very quick. So, I mean, he's still working really hard and trying to get better every day. So I'm curious to see where he ends up.
The O'Donnell boys, both of them potentially in Elmira for this upcoming season. Owen, thank you for the time. Awesome to see you, and congrats on re-signing.
Thank you.
For more highlights, visit our website, 519sportsonline.ca. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.